Hey everyone! It's been a really long time since I last updated this channel. It has not gone unnoticed that people have continued to subscribe. That is fabulous. I think that means that you're getting something out of being here and checking out the content I've made over the years or year. I started this channel while we were all quarantined, and shortly after that, I entered a whirlwind phase of life. I had been living in Baton Rouge. I packed up my car. I was literally en route to Asheville, North Carolina, and had decided that I wanted to come down to New Orleans and have a New Orleans experience, which I really hadn't done in my 5 years in Baton Rouge. So I came down here looking to just have fun, make memories, eat delicious food, dance, look at architecture, and just enjoy life and let the good times roll before I made my way over to North Carolina. But I ended up meeting my husband. I met my husband 5 days into being here. He is an artist that I had known of. I didn't meet him until that day, but I had known of him through friends, and I finally made it down here. I got to meet him. We hit it off. We ended up getting pregnant 5 months into our relationship, and it was nuts. It was so divine. We have the most beautiful little girl. Her name is Layla. But motherhood keeps you really busy. And now that she's 2.5, I am ready to return to my soul work of communicating with people, sharing stories, being a guide. As for the future of this channel and its content, I don't really know where it's going, but I know that I have accumulated a lot of stories and a lot of experiences that I want to talk about and share with you and unpack and make them usable. If for no other reason than letting you know that there's someone else out there going through another human experience. And isn't that divine? I have spent the last couple of years, in addition to raising Layla as a full-time mom, I have been continuing to study in trauma. We'll talk some about that. I feel that I have largely shed that skin of wanting to talk about trauma a lot. I don't feel that I resonate as much with talking about the journey through trauma, because I feel like I have mostly digested what had been going on for me. Although I think that the tools that I used are still really valuable. The nervous system healing is still really valuable, so I'll continue to pass that along. I have also been reading and studying about different types of law that exist in the US. I am, of course, now in New Orleans. I have been reading Uniform Commercial Code. I have been reading a lot of tax law, which can be boring. I think it's kind of cool, but there's so much information out there and it hasn't been readily available. And I think that has been on purpose, which sucks. But with platforms like YouTube, you can accidentally stumble upon things that become your life's work. My cousin Jody said that to me when I was still married to my ex-husband, which was, probably more than 10 years ago now. But a complete coincidence, if you believe in such things, can become your life's work. And that's pretty fascinating. I thought I had found my life's work, and here we are doing another pivot, and who knows where it's gonna go. I think this channel might be a mod podge of random stuff for a little while. I have so much that's built up inside of me that if I didn't start creating videos again, it was gonna burn me. It's presently burning me. Burning with passion and not letting it out is a really bad feeling. So I hope that you'll stick around and join me through this uncovering of deeper freedom. In the beginning, we were talking a lot about emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and in the coming months and hopefully also years, we will be taking tangible steps to get more free in this world, because ultimately we are building this world. A lot of us, you, me, are taking radical responsibility for what do we want this place to look like? Do we want it to descend further into chaos and division and separation, or do we want to really take full responsibility for being the best versions of ourselves, loving our neighbors? And not to say that that will come easily. It takes work and dedication and discipline. And it's an ongoing process, no matter how far, no matter how far we come, it's constant dedication. But we'll keep doing the work, the emotional work that needs to be done, and integrating more of the physical work that also needs to be done. So it's not a one or the other. If you're still struggling with really, really heavy emotions, I got you. The video I'll record right after that, right after this one, is about my recent miscarriage. But once you get yourself to a baseline where a lot of the heavier muck has been digested and dissipated using processes like somatic experiencing, EMDR, I can't teach you that one, but I can teach you other things to work around it, since I am not a psychotherapist, but I am a yoga therapist. And ultimately, the healing is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you have a special credential or not. Believe me, I've spent the last year and a half in a PhD program learning shit that I already knew. So let's not discredit ourselves for not having fancy letters or fancy designations. They are valuable, but they are not the be all end all. Ultimately, that divine spark that is in you and in me can get us all the way there. And we have earthly tools that we'll use, and that's just what they are. They're tools. Somatic experiencing is a tool. Meditation is a tool. Money is a tool. So with that, my friends, I hope that you'll stick around, and I want to continue learning and growing with you and loving you. And we will talk soon in the videos to come.